The Ford Super Duty is in its second year of its redesign, and as you guys know, they have refreshed the new Ford F-150 half tons. Now I'm going to give you guys some of my predictions they're going to do for the Super Duty, and I'm going to show you guys this interior for the new Ford F-150. Now I borrowed these trucks from Larry H. Miller Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. If you would like to purchase a truck from them, be sure to ask for Diego. Let's go ahead and check out the front ends. Now this truck here is a Ford F-350 Limited. You probably can't tell from the front end, but once you go off to the side, you'll see the wheels and you'll see that badge that says Limited. Now for 2024, this refresh half ton does not have that limited trim level no longer. But what you have here is a platinum, but not just any platinum. This is considered a platinum plus. With this 703A equipment group, it gives you features that you normally would have seen on the Limited. For example, these 22-inch style wheels, and how they spell out platinum on the hood. They would always spell out Limited there. Now if you don't get that 703A, you don't get things like that, and you get this satin finish on the grille. Now you pretty much have the exact same thing on the Limited trim here. Now let's go ahead and walk out back so I can show you guys an update on this half ton. If you look at a 2023 Platinum or Limited, the tailgates always had a applique, kind of like that. Now here's my prediction. I think that Ford is trying to cut cost, and one way of doing that is getting rid of these types of things. Now I think some people are going to be upset about that. I don't personally care, but I don't see them lowering the price to do so. Now you guys probably saw that there was an article where Ford is not going to be using those systems like the self-parking and something else, I believe. But there was an article I read where they're going to start, you know, discontinuing those systems, and it's going to save them billions of dollars. And you're going to see that in the truck segment too, because why they didn't put the applique on a Platinum Plus, I would never know. Here's the article that I was talking about on Car and Driver. It says here Ford will discontinue its active park assist feature, which allows vehicles to parallel park themselves. So they're expecting to save about $2 billion by eliminating that system. And I kind of agree with them. I think it's a good way to save money, because I know that a lot of people who have these systems, I have it on my wife's car. I've never used it. My wife never uses it. I don't even think we know how to even turn it on. So those systems don't make sense. But the applique on the rear tailgate, that might be something they probably don't want to cut, because some people do like it. But for the Limited, for the Super Duty, I really do think that this trim level is going to go away, just like we saw for the F-150. Now one of the reasons why I think that is because I personally like unique interiors. This Admiral Blue with this slate is pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of the slate, but I like the blue. If it was tan and blue, it'd be absolutely up my alley at 100%. But I think that a lot of the newer buyers today don't care for these types of interiors. And you guys can see something that was always unique to the Limited was a plaque like this. It shows you the VIN number. I believe this shows you how many Limiteds they've made for 2024. And that's something that has always been unique for this trim level. But this Ford truck has that exact same plaque that is added with that 703A equipment group. Not only that, they got a fresh new interior. It's called Smoke Truffle, and it also has diamond stitched leather. I personally like this interior color better than that Admiral Blue. So you pretty much have all this in soft touch leather here. This truck also has a suede roof, and this truck has that plaque I was telling you guys about. So it shows you how many of these trucks were already built for 2024. And so when you think about these updates, you can pretty much tell that Ford is probably going to follow suit with the Super Duties. Now, the Super Duty Limited probably won't go away, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I can't see them killing this trim level, because a lot of older guys still buy these trucks and they do like this interior color. But I think that the smoked truffle is just on another level. Like, what do you guys think? In the comment section, let me know. I think that for that younger generation, this kind of fits a little bit better. And something that the Fords don't have right now is your workstation. I'm willing to bet you that they probably will add this to those trucks for that refresh truck as well. But one update I do hope that Ford does add to the Super Duties, if they do a refresh next year, is add a blackout for the platinum trim level, especially for guys getting the trimmer package. I feel as though when you get the trimmer package, there's just a lot of chrome on that truck, right? And even for the limited, they don't have to necessarily black out the entire truck. They could maybe keep the polished grille, but maybe black out the Ford badge there, and just maybe color match the rest of the trims on the side of the truck and leave the wheels. That might be just enough to keep this truck a little bit more, I guess, current. But yeah, definitely the platinum needs a blackout. As I said earlier in this video, Ram is going to be doing a big overhaul on the HDs. So I'm sure Ford's going to do something to try to keep people buying Ford Super Duties, because I know a lot of people are going to probably jump over the Ram again, because even though I'm not agreeing with what Ram's doing, I'm sure they're going to add some nice features to the truck and make them a lot more in line with them, because I think currently right now Ford trucks, GMC trucks are better than Ram, 100%. But when you think about the interior design, I think that Ram still edges out all of them. They have done such a great job back in 2019 until now. So now they're going to be adding a tungsten trim level. So I'm willing to bet you Ford is going to probably add this smoked truffle to the Super Duties, because like I said, the Admiral blue and slate interior is nice, but I think that they're going to have to bring it a little bit better when Ram comes out with their refresh. Now again, what Ram has to do that I know they're not going to do is add that big sunroof that Ford has and this big cab. And I heard Ram's not going to be doing that. They're going to just basically be doing another big refresh on a, what, 14-year-old, 15-year-old cab. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how things turn out. But like I said, guys, I do love this interior color, and it definitely looks better than that Admiral blue with slate, in my opinion. I think that if I were looking to buy a truck, I would want this interior color. So I'm pretty sure now that we see this diamond stitch leather, they're probably going to either have two interior colors for the Super Duty, or they're going to replace that Admiral blue with this. But hope you guys liked the video. I don't think that Ford's going to do much for this truck, because it's already a really strong contender and they can't add any more power. I mean, 500 horsepower, 1200 pound-feet of torque, that's a lot of power. The only thing they can really do is just maybe add another trim level to compete with Ram's tungsten, but I don't think they need to do that, guys. I think that Ford has done such a great job on this truck. All they need to do is just maybe add maybe a blackout for the platinum, and add maybe a more color match on this truck, and add a second interior.